Asian cinema is not just one flavor. It's a mouth-watering smorgasbord of styles, genres, and stories. PAC Arts Movement artistic director Brian Hu always serves up a menu that highlights that diversity. This year, you can find the grind of daily life in Lucky Star.
Have you paid the mortgage?
Yes.
Car?
Yes.
Internet?
Yes.
Gas? Electricity?
Yes.
The Olympic dreams of a young athlete in Sunshine.
Drown out the noise. You're sunshine. Olympian. Okay?
Or the possibility of something beyond death in I'm a Ghost. Spring Showcase always has an exciting lineup to tempt you off your couch and into a cinema. Film festivals are the perfect place to step out of your comfort zone to try something new, or to just gamble on a completely unknown quantity like Soldier of Love from Kazakhstan.
So usually, you think of Kazakh films as a little bit dreary, a little bit dusty. And this is one that's full of color and movement and action. And it's because it's a full-blown musical. People break out into song and dance in this movie. And so part of the treat is just seeing Kazakhstan like it's an MGM musical.
But then the musical numbers display a stunning creativity as a couple sings a duet in their tiny kitchen, or an entire airport becomes the stage for a choreographed dance between the camera and the cast. And while we're on the subject of choreography, I have to mention my favorite part of Who's programming, Mystery Kung Fu Theater.
Cinema is about movement, it's about choreography, it's about design, it's about the body. And where else do you see this all come together with as much force and creativity than in the classic kung fu films?
Mystery Kung Fu Theater gets its name from the fact that you don't know what film is screening. You just have to trust Who. It's meant to recall the 70s and 80s when you could turn on the TV and catch a random kung fu movie on a Saturday afternoon.
And so we want to replicate that sense of discovery, but also communal pleasure to know that there's a bunch of other screaming fans in this audience, that they too don't need to know what the film is.
And with the Academy finally adding a new stunt category to the Oscars, now is the perfect time to celebrate the insane stunts and action of these cult favorites with a wildly cheering, appreciative crowd. But if you're looking for something less bonkers and over the top, Who has programmed an amazing pairing of Indian cinema classics across generations for this weekend. You can watch two films from the beloved 1950s Apu trilogy, back to back with the two Village rock star films from the past 10 years.
I think this is going to be a fun afternoon of surprising and uncanny resonances across the years and across the decades.
And Spring Showcase closes with the emotionally rich and layered documentary Between Goodbyes by Joda Munn.
It's about an original mother and a queer adoptee struggling to reconnect and stay in touch and keep their reunion intact over the long haul.
Growing up, I would imagine I have Korean parents somewhere, but I never thought that we could actually reunite. Can I give you a hug? No, okay. I stayed wondering.
Unlike most adoption stories, Between Goodbyes looks to the parents searching for the child they gave up for adoption.
It feels extremely personal, all the identity pieces, and I think the themes of searching for your place in the world, searching for family, and some sort of sense of belonging and home. And also just, I think, a million shades of grief are in there. But I hope it's alongside a lot of joy and, yeah, the way that I think laughter always mixes with crying.
That's the perfect set of emotions to close out the always amazing Spring Showcase. Beth Accomando, KPBS News.